So today we're looking at the case of updated evidence, and we're looking at wrongful convictions and a group of people called Innocence Canada, who work towards exonerating people who've been wrongly convicted. So getting the charges against them dropped and possibly bringing those people out of prison, going to appeals court, going to the Supreme Court of Canada, and so on. A bit of what we talked about yesterday with parents. So your task for today is going to be to pick one of the cases from this Exonerations page, and you are going to become the expert on summarizing this case. So you'll become the expert on summarizing this case, or one of the cases. And the way that you're going to do that is by using a planner that has been attached for you in the Your Work section of this activity. So if you open the planner, you will see that it looks like this. So your copy is not going to be this full. In fact, your copy is going to be blank because you still have to add details to it. The way you do that is you have to first pick a case. So you can see that my case that I chose was R.V. Truscott. R.V. Truscott. And if I go down on the cases page, Stephen Truscott's case is here. So R.V. Truscott. So the first part of the activity asks you to add details of the case. So a summary of the details of the case. So I've taken that from the top of the page here in the introduction. There you will also find details of the case in the trial section. Here and here. So you are to summarize, give your audience an idea of what the case was. The next part is that you are going to give a timeline of the original case up until the appeal. The appeal, and if that person was exonerated in the Court of Appeal or the Supreme Court of Canada. So my timeline goes from January 20th, 1960, well, in fact, it goes from the sentencing part all the way to when he was acquitted in July of 2006. In July of 2006. The final outcome, including evidence, is the new evidence section that you are going to find that allowed your particular accused person to be released. So allowed the appeal to be successful. And I found that under fresh evidence presented to the Court of Appeal. The final part of this activity is to go down and identify all the different parties that were involved in the case. Now, sometimes you're not going to be able to find certain names. So in that case, just leave it blank. Leave it blank. Okay. That's it for this lesson.